Pardo, Farhad Al-Khaled and Abdurrahman Fraj on the third row from Jerzy Spinkovic and Alessio Fagoni. Then Carlo Tamburini and Santiago Ramos Reynoso, Luca Platti, Amadio Devey, Liam McNeely and Jort Kuhn make up our 14-car grid for the second chance heat. And only the first 6 across the line will be allowed to continue. So the drivers make their way on their formation laps. We're just watching Gaia Bernasconi leading the field around, although of course by the time they form up the grid, Khaled Saab will be on that inside line. And Victor Pardo is going to be in the mix there as well. It'll be very interesting to see how well they get on. Gaia Bernasconi is a bit of a dark horse for this one because of course she knows the circuit very well. She races here regularly in the Swiss Championships, hence racing under a Swiss license. But Gaia Bernasconi, the privateer from that front row of the grid, could well be one to watch in this particular heat. She's very feisty around here and has plenty of talent and ability. Victor Pardo just chasing her down the back straight. Keep an eye on him. He will want to do a very good job for the Spanish contingent and will want to fly the flag once again. This is a very important race for all of the drivers. 14 of them and only 6 can continue on for the remainder of the weekend, which means that rather sadly 8 drivers are going to walk away from this race empty-handed and having a long journey home very early on in the day. 10:30 local time, it is just about here. So the drivers are now forming up in formation here at RGMMC's TV stream. You can watch all around YouTube. And of course on the Downforce UK radio stream as well. Here they come. Saab, Bernasconi, Pozzi, Pardo, Al-Khaled, Vrij. Let's see if it's a good start. It is! Cracking getaway and no problem at all for Saab. Bernasconi through in a second. Pardo round the outside into third. Good start from Victor Pardo and already starting to make the attack on Gaia Bernasconi. But no problem at all for Gaia to hang on to second position. So they come through. There's a little bit of jostling amongst the juniors at the tail end of the field as they all try and battle for that 6th place. In fact, the top 6 have got clear and it's 7th downwards, all 8 of them that are scrapping away for position. So out in front, Khaled Saab, and now Victor Pardo makes the move on Gaia Bernasconi. So it looks like Pardo is through in a second, no problem at all. Good mixing it with the Middle East Art drivers in the midfield there, tucked up behind the 92 of Carlo Tamburini, the Italian who's made a cracking good start. So here they come towards us, and it's Saab in front of Pardo with Bernasconi in 3rd position. So through they come, over the line. Khaled Saab from Victor Pardo, cracking getaway from the Spaniard. Bernasconi is 3rd, then it's Pozzi, Al-Khaled and Spinkovic, who's already fought his way up into the top 6. Here he is on the back of the 101 of Farhad Al-Khaled, the Kuwaiti racer. So can Jerzy Spinkovic make his way through past Farhad Al-Khaled? Al-Khaled had a really difficult day at the office yesterday, but he's there in 5th position, doing a fantastic job, the Kuwait racer. Now up to the hairpin, Jerzy Spinkovic having a look through on the inside and through in a 3rd as well comes Brando Pozzi. Brando Pozzi makes the way past Gaia Bernasconi. Bernasconi's going to try and get back. She knows Brando Pozzi of old, of course. They've raced each other various times on this circuit. So they will battle away together, but Gaia Bernasconi is there in 4th position for the moment. Right on her tail is Jerzy Spinkovic, the Polish racer who has been here since the start of the season. And now Victor Pardo has got his sights firmly set on the race leader. But Farhad Al-Khaled is still there in 6th position, trying to be caught by Carlo Tamburini, the Italian. There is Al-Khaled on the bubble, and Jerzy Spinkovic is past Gaia Bernasconi. Spinkovic got through there in the 2nd turn. So that is Jerzy Spinkovic through into 4th place, doing exactly what I thought he might. And now up into 5th place, that looks like Farhad Al-Khaled going for Bernasconi, but that was never going to work. Bernasconi defending beautifully as Jerzy Spinkovic makes a move on Pozzi, and Bernasconi's through as well. So is Farhad Al-Khaled. No, he's not. Pozzi manages to hold on to the place, but Farhad Al-Khaled is getting very feisty. Pozzi runs wide. They're going to squeeze each other out, but Farhad Al-Khaled hanging on for 6th position for the moment. Now up the inside of Brando Pozzi. Brando Pozzi's going to lose the place as further back, that is Jort Kuhn on the back of Luca Platti. With Saab, Pardo, Spinkovic, Bernasconi, Pozzi and Tamburini all battling away for 5th position. It is an absolute mess. Oh, there's somebody's gone straight on. Now someone's gone off there. That is one of the Art carts. I think that might be Platti who has gone off at the first corner. I didn't see. Oh, it's 89 and 78 have both gone off there. That is Abdurrahman Fraj and Luca Platti. What a shame for the 2 Art chassis drivers. One for Art Middle East. Well, I'm afraid Abdurrahman Fraj making his opinions very well known there. But I'm afraid it's game over for Frege. As up the inside of Liam McNeely goes the 93. Good move from Alessio Fagoni. And in the back of that is the 82 of George Kuhn. Kuhn goes up the inside. So it's Fagoni, Kuhn and Liam McNeely. The Evolution driver trying to move his way forward. Yellow flags. Oh! Now just looking at Khaled Saab's side pod there. It was flapping as he came over the start-finish line. I don't think that's going to be a major problem, but 4 laps down and 4 to go. So Khaled Saab has got a little issue with his side pod. We'll need to have a look at that. Jerzy Spinkovic is the fastest man on track now, 51.244. He's in third place behind Saab and Pardo. I want to get another look at Khaled Saab because I think he's got a problem with his side pod. It looks a little bit loose. So we'll have a look at it again as they come through. That's Spinkovic, Bernasconi, Pozzi, and the man now in 6th position, Carlo Tamburini. Then it's Fagoni, Kuhn, and Liam McNeely ahead of Amadeo De Vey. So unfortunately, Fahed Al-Khaled has now dropped all the way back to 12th position. And his teammate Abdurrahman Frege is out, as is the Italian Luca Platti. And there goes the side pod. The side pod on Khaled Saab's kart has flown off on the main straight. I did think it was loose, and now Khaled Saab has lost his side pod. Now, what are going to be the implications of that? Khaled Saab has lost his side pod. Now, I don't know whether that's going to be a problem or not, but the officials are definitely looking at it. But if the side pod has come loose, technically speaking, he's not got any bodywork dragging off the kart, so it's come loose. So I'm not sure that's going to be a problem. Well, we'll have a look at it and see what they decide to do. Oh no, they're going to show Khaled Saab the mechanical flag. Oh, Khaled Saab has been shown the mechanical flag on the main straight. He leads the way and he can't believe it. He's looking down. What's wrong? You looked the wrong way, Khaled. It's your side pod. It came off. So that means to say that with 2 laps to go, Victor Pardo is going to get the victory in the B final. This is a disaster for Khaled Saab. In terms of his ability, he has not been in question at all. But it's now all academic. Alessandro Ferrari is going to be standing on the start-finish straight with the mechanical flag and the board to number 73. That is such a shame. What a disaster. And now he is going to continue round the end of the lap, but it's all academic. There he is. You can clearly see his side pod is missing. And unfortunately, the officials have to show him the mechanical flag as he goes into the last lap. He's in the lead, but it's all done. Well, he's going to carry on. You're not allowed to ignore it more than twice. And he has gone past it twice. Khaled Saab desperately trying to stay in contention, but I think it's going to be Victor Pardo who's going to win this from Jerzy Spinkovic, the fastest lap of the race. Then that racer, Gaia Bernasconi, the 95, is going to be third in the B final from Brando Pozzi, Carlo Tamburini, and I think it'll be the Swiss racer, Alessio Fagoni, who's going to be in the B final. But I can't see Khaled Saab, having been shown the mechanical flag twice, he is not going to be given the chance to win this race. It's such a shame because in terms of his ability, Khaled Saab has done nothing wrong at all. But unfortunately, his kart has a problem. There is the black flag to Khaled Saab. What a shame. That is devastating for Saab. It's a win for Victor Pardo. There he is, the 34. Victor Pardo is the winner of the B final. And he'll be happy with that. But what a shame for Khaled Saab. The Dan Holland racing driver had done nothing wrong in terms of his own driving, but once the side pod parted company with the kart, that was it. Game over. What a shame. But Victor Pardo is going to be your official race winner once all is tidied up. For the moment, of course, it is Khaled Saab who came across the line first. But unfortunately, with the black flag that he has been shown there with his missing side pod, it's going to go the way of Victor Pardo. So behind Khaled Saab, who will be unfortunately removed from the result, Victor Pardo will be the winner from Jerzy Spinkovic and Gaia Bernasconi. Brando Pozzi, Carlo Tamburini and Alessio Fagoni go through. George Kuhn, Liam McNeely, Santiago Ramos Reynoso and Amadeo De Vey are next. From the retirements, Fahed Al-Khaled, Abdelrahman Frege and Luca Platti. And sadly, I'm afraid Khaled Saab is going to join them. That is such a shame, but that is motorsport and it can be a cruel mistress at times. And unfortunately on this occasion, it has proven to be just so. So there's not a lot that can be done about it now, unfortunately, and Khaled Saab will have to come back next time with more racing on the way.